Welcome back to the Spoonie Stitcher channel. I'm Shannon the Spoonie Stitcher. You're inside the Stitchery, and I'm so happy you're here today. If you're new, hi, I'm Shannon. I'm the Spoonie Stitcher. A Spoonie is somebody who has a chronic condition, and a Stitcher is somebody who makes art with textiles. This channel is all about creativity. Anything that makes your creative juices flowing, that's what we try to do on this channel. We've got baking, we've got cooking, we've got art, we've got crafting, we've got stuff with textiles, we've got animation, movie talk, all kinds of stuff on this channel. So if that sounds like something that sounds fun to you, maybe hit the subscribe button. Oh wait. Thank you so much. Maybe hit like button while you're down there as well. That tells the algorithm you want more stuff like this. Today, I don't know what we're gonna do, but stay tuned and we'll have fun together. I saw the Wicked movie. This is a spoiler-free review. Okay, I am just going to give you my initial thoughts and some details into things that are not spoilers. They're just like acting choices and stuff like that. So get ready for my Wicked review and some fun pictures and stuff that I took while my Glinda and I went and what we wore. First of all, we went to a 9:40 p.m. showing. Bless her heart. My girl, she is a trooper. Everyone give her a hand. Everyone give her a hand. I am a night owl. I do much better. My body does better at night. And so my Glinda, she is a trooper. She is a saint. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. She was like, let's do a late showing because your body is going to be happier during that time. And I went, are you sure? And she said, yeah. What I didn't know, because she didn't tell me, was that she already knew she was going to have a super early morning that day. The girl had been up since 4:30. We didn't get out of the theater till after 1:30 a.m. They didn't even start the movie until after 10. They didn't start previews or anything. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if they were short on staff or what. But yeah, there was probably only about 20 people in the theater with us, and most of them were in PJs. I'm not kidding. Most of them were in PJs or lounge clothes. They had blankets. This one girl, she walked in with a Christmas blanket, and this guy behind her was definitely probably a boyfriend or a husband that didn't want to be there. Begrudgingly, he was there. I hope he had a good time. I hope you had a good time, sir. Anyway, because truly, this is not a girls' movie. This is a great movie for girl friendship, but this is not a chick flick at all. I think guys could totally have fun at this movie. My father wants to see it. I did not ask him to see it. He wants to go see it. So, yeah. Do I think that it's mainly because of Jeff Goldblum? Yes. But but no, he was really interested in seeing it. So we're going to go see it after we see Red 1. I wanted to take some pictures ahead of time, so I got out my corgis, which I've shown you guys before. I got out my corgis and I took some pictures, and I got this one picture that, oh my gosh, I can't believe I got it. They were running kind of like a mini trailer a few times, and I didn't know this was going to happen. I didn't know this was going to pop up. The Wicked logo popped up right when I took my picture of my little corgis against the screen. So there's the Wicked logo in the background, and I just happen to have the pink on the correct side and the green on the correct side. I don't know how I did this. Magic. I don't know how I did it. No idea how I took this picture. It just happened. It was meant to be. Anyway, but it was very cute because I heard these ladies that were sitting next to us, they were kind of whispering at first, like, is that a corgi? And stuff like that. What is that? You know, oh my gosh, look what she made and stuff. And so, and my Glinda, who is always my hype woman, is Glinda. And she was like, oh yeah, she makes them. Aren't they cute and stuff? And she started showing off the one that was a little Glinda one and stuff. And I took the Elfie one for some pictures. I said, yes, I made and designed them. I thought they'd be much cuter than a flat Stanley. And they all laughed. So it was lots of fun. I got my tickets online. I am a Fandango member, so I got a little bit of a discount, which is good because I have to have the VIP seating because of all of this. So I have to have the chair that I can sit 3 hours in a chair. Yeah. So it reclines, and sometimes it's heated, and they're very nice and very worth the price. I was in analyzing mode. So my critique of this movie might be a little bit different than most people, because a lot of people, most people, Glinda included, immersed themselves in the movie. I mean, they became one with the movie, and they got all the feelings and they got all the emotion. I was too busy looking for cameos and things that I heard in interviews and stuff like that. And I wanted all the detail. I wanted to soak up all the details and stuff. You know, I know the story. I wanted to soak up all the details. Of course, I was still there to appreciate performances and stuff like that. But now I'm excited to go and like, okay, now I feel like I can relax and I can soak it all in. So I'm excited to go again. My mother wants to see it. My father wants to see it. So I guess we're going to have a family date sometime soon. So this is us before seeing Wicked. Us after seeing the Wicked movie. I am kind of stunned from the quality, and she is exhausted. Also, she was crying. That too. I did find out that apparently when the DVD is released, there's going to be 15 minutes of deleted scenes. Can't wait to see those, because what did they cut? Like, whoa. Because I thought that this movie flowed really well. It does not feel like 2 hours and 40 minutes at all. It doesn't. It doesn't feel like, oh my gosh, this movie is never going to end. No, it feels really fast. And the last like 30 minutes feel extremely fast. You feel like you just got rushed through the end. Not like it felt like a rush job, just it felt super quick. So it was really, really, really fun. It was a ride for that last one. Slight pun intended, because she's on a broom. They were singing live. They all chose to sing live. That means that what you hear on screen is what they recorded. Nobody is lip singing. Everyone is singing live. Also, every single person is doing their own stunts. That is really Marissa in the wheelchair during that stunt. If you know, you know. Cynthia is really flying around the room upside down, belting her heart out to Defying Gravity. Ariana is swinging on a chandelier, singing Popular. I mean, what? They all did their own stunts. And some of the stunts I saw looked quite dangerous, especially dancing through life with that turning. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there were moments I got nervous. Like, how many times did they bonk their head on this thing? But anyway, yeah, so live singing, did their own stunts, already just impresses me. Acting, phenomenal. This was perfectly cast. I would not recast anyone. Yes, you all know how I feel about Ariana DeBose and how I wish she was Elphaba. But Cynthia was phenomenal. I give her full credit. When she sang The Wizard and I, my entire theater roared with applause. So The Wizard and I is a more challenging song than Defying Gravity, and Cynthia nailed it. I was taught how to sing a long time ago. I learned how to sing some songs from Wicked before I even knew what Wicked was. And I didn't know what these songs were. I just learned how to sing whatever my vocal teacher told me to. So she always thought that young voices especially should be challenged. And so she taught us to sing extremely challenging pieces. Theater, opera, all of these challenging pieces. So I happen to know that The Wizard and I is an extremely challenging piece. And the fact that Cynthia nailed it, that was a great stepping stone for me as an audience member to go, all of her musical numbers will be perfect. Because if she can nail this, all of the musical numbers will be perfect. Just like Ariana Grande, the moment she starts No One Mourns the Wicked in the beginning, oh my gosh, I didn't know she could hit these notes. I was nervous because there are some notes that are way in the rafters, and she nailed all of them. I was audibly impressed. I mean, I literally went, I am one of those people about musicals who watches it, and if I know how the notes go, I'm like waiting for you, you know, to hit that note and stuff. Yeah. She nailed it. Their acting was great. They have great comedic timing. They have great energy. The chemistry between these two ladies is beyond. I love that they are friends in real life because it shows on screen. It shows on screen. It's so beautiful. The connection is there. Even when they don't like each other, it's there. It's so strong. I could talk forever about Michelle Yeoh. Oh my gosh, Michelle Yeoh as Madame Horrible. Let's just say no one else could do this. This is her moment. This is her role. Hands down, no one else should do this. Jeff Goldblum as the Wizard. Before anyone else was announced, Jeff Goldblum was one of the very first people who was ever announced that was going to be in this film. The moment I heard this, I didn't care if the film was going to be garbage. I knew I was going to the theater to see Jeff Goldblum. And he did not disappoint. He is a great wizard. Jonathan Bailey, yeah, the guy from Bridgerton. Who knew he could dance and sing? Actually, I did know he could sing. There's that behind-the-scenes clip of all three brothers doing harmony. So good. But I didn't know he could dance. And I don't mean dance. I mean dance. Jeff Goldblum even referred to him as a young Gene Kelly in one of the interviews, and I see it. As someone who grew up on Gene Kelly musicals, yeah. Gene Kelly would be impressed. He didn't have roller skates, he had books, and he used them very well. The rest of the cast was great as well. Marissa as Nessa Rose and Ethan as Bach. Oh my goodness, their little chemistry is so cute and fun, and I wish they had had more scenes with them. The Easter eggs, oh my gosh, so many fun Easter eggs. Man, no spoilers, but super fun Easter eggs. I love the ones that I found. I'm sure there's already videos online about the Easter eggs and stuff. Don't watch those until you go see the movie because it might spoil it for you. Plus, don't you want to find them yourself? That's what I wanted to do. So the cameos, there are at least 5 that I found. One is for true Broadway fans. If you don't know this cameo, that's okay. Normal people will not know this cameo. This is for the Broadway nerds. And I was in heaven. Music was beautiful. This back scoring that they had going throughout the whole movie, and the choices that Steven Schwartz made on some of the intensity of some of the music, and then to back off certain moments and to give each character a theme. So cute. I loved it. It felt a little bit like Downton Abbey, where if you don't know the show Downton Abbey, every character, and there's like 13 of them, has a little motif. You know which character, you know, is about to enter the room because there's a small little motif. And I love that. I love that. They kind of had that in this movie, and it was really cute. I bet you can guess Glinda and Elphabas, but Bach and Fiyero and Madame Horrible and the Wizard and Nessa Rose. Did I mention everybody who's a main character? I think so. Anyway, they all have, oh, Dr. Dillamond, they all have their own little musical motifs. And then the singing was beyond. I knew the singing was going to be good because remember, these two ladies are singers. But, you know, Michelle Yeoh was nervous and she was incredible. I know she's not a singer, but that's okay. She did really well. Jeff Goldblum, they said he worked really hard to do this. He sounded great. Jonathan Bailey was amazing. Ethan Slater and Marissa. Marissa needs more time in part 2. I am hoping, so in the Broadway show, Nessa Rose has a song. It's not very long, but Steven Schwartz says he's writing new music for part 2, right? Well, he said that before. Obviously, they're done filming, but I'm hoping that some of that is Nessa Rose gets either a longer version of her song that you only get to hear if you go to a Broadway production. There is no recording of her song. Or he wrote her a brand new song. Because she deserves a solo. This girl can sing. And her little part, she has a few lines in Dancing Through Life, but she needed more. She needed more. And she was just so good. Costumes, we can't get into costumes. You know me. We will be here all day, and you don't have that kind of time. But Paul Tazewell, oh my gosh, he keeps impressing me. He's a Broadway designer, and you can tell. You can tell that this is a Broadway show brought to the big screen. These costumes are incredible, and I don't just mean the main cast. Although Madame Morrible, I think, gets the best costumes. That's just my opinion. I'm sure no one out there agrees, but I think she has the best costumes. Her dresses are amazing, and she needs way more costume changes in part 2. Please get the woman more costume changes. She needs to change costumes like every scene. I just want to see that. But, oh my goodness, her costumes were amazing. But you already know, you've already seen the pictures from like Vanity Fair and stuff of Elphaba and Glinda's dresses and Fiero's gorgeous little suit and Marissa's adorable little knit dress for Dancing Through Life. Just gorgeous. But the most impressive scene, costume-wise, is when they enter the Emerald City. Not one of those costumes is the same. Think how many costumes Paul had to design. Oh my goodness. Now, because I am a crocheter, I have to mention this one costume that there is a chance I am going to try and possibly, I can't make an exact copy, obviously, but I want to get something close because I freaked out during the song, What Is This Feeling? She's wearing crochet! I freaked. It is a black crochet robe. You do not need to worry about any problematic things going on behind the scenes with this black robe. Paul Tazewell has people who work with knit and crochet on his team. Everything is done very ethically. And this is a handmade, gorgeous garment that I am in love with. I have watched this scene. You can watch the scene now on YouTube, and I have watched this scene so many times just to try and grab screenshots of this robe. She does not wear it again, at least not in part 1. She has got to wear this again in part 2. I don't know how, but she needs to wear it again. This is an amazing garment. It has to be used more. I love this robe. Anyway, okay, like I said, we can't keep going on costumes, but I had to mention that because it's crochet. And I'm a crocheter, so. I just want to say, John Shu, your choice to grow 9 million tulips, to build practically everything and use as little CGI as possible, paid off. This is a visually cinematic masterpiece. I mean, you just want to look at everything. You want to look at every flower petal. You want to look at every sign. You want to look at every little pebble that's in the walkway. It's gorgeous. And knowing what I know from the musical, I cannot wait for part 2 because there are a lot more scenes and a lot more sets that I remember. So it's acted well. The songs are great. The costumes are amazing. The cinematography is breathtaking. The sets are incredible. The props, oh my gosh, the props. Glinda's luggage that just does all these different things. Oh, you will see. It amazing. Amazing concept, amazing idea. The story that they put together using some of Gregory Maguire's novels, some of the Broadway show. This feels like the Broadway show, but more. It's great. Now, there's one last thing I will address because I know some of you are going to ask. Family friendly. Yes. Yes. This is a family friendly musical. They remembered that young children are going to see this. There is nothing in this. It is rated PG. There are a few minorly scary elements with the monkeys at the very end, but I don't think there's really an age range on this. If you want to play it super safe and you're not sure how your child will respond, then maybe preview it before you let them see it. That's fine. I know a lot of moms who wanted to do that. Plus, the only thing I can think of that a young child might have difficulties with this story is that it is part 1. So explaining to the kid that they have to wait another year for part 2, they didn't see the end, could be confusing, and some kids may get it, be fine with it. Your child, you decide. I mean, I don't know why people are making such a big deal out of that, though, because did anyone watch the Hobbit movies? They all feel like cliffhangers. They just stop, and nobody had a problem waiting a year or 2 for the next one. So I don't know why they're making a big deal with the Wicked movie. I didn't have a problem with it at all. But anyway, if that's how you feel, then you don't even have to watch part 1. You can wait for part 2 to come out and watch them all together. That works too. That's the only thing I can think of that might be problematic for kids. But it's family friendly. I mean, that is not an issue. Yes, they warn you with the PG rating that, you know, the monkeys might be a little scary, but really it's nothing. So it's up to you. This is a wonderful musical. This is a wonderful movie. This is a wonderful experience. This is a movie that needs to be seen in a theater. I know that theaters are expensive these days. I understand that. But if you can afford it, this is a movie that needs to be seen in a theater. This is a 9 out of 10 for me. Why not a 10 out of 10? Couple of things that I don't agree with personally, but it did not ruin my movie experience at all. This is a 9 out of 10, maybe even a 9.5. We'll see. When I go back and actually immerse myself in the experience, could be a 10 out of 10. We'll see. I was too busy looking for fun things. But this is a wonderful, beautiful movie and a great one to see this holiday season. So if you want my opinion, go see Wicked, and definitely go see it in a theater. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know this was a little different, but I've done movie reviews on my channel before, and I had to. I talked this much about Wicked. I've got an entire Wicked playlist down below if you're new to the channel. I'm a huge Oz fan. I'm a huge Wicked fan, so you kind of knew this was coming, right? Thank you so much for being here today. Remember, life happens, yarn helps, and spoonies can stitch it up too. Bye.